The Gibraltar Strait, a narrow passage connecting the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, and separating Spain in Europe from Morocco in Africa. Geology. At first, there was no circulation of water from the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean, and so there was high concentration of salt in the Mediterranean Sea due to evaporation. After a lengthy period of time, the connection between the two water bodies was complete and re-established through the Strait of Gibraltar by the Zanclean flood. The strait is expected to close again as the African plate moves northward to the Eurasian plate, but not in the near future, but on geological timescales.
The reason the Mediterranean is so vulnerable is that it's constantly evaporating. It loses 3 times more water through evaporation than it receives from rivers and rain. The Straits of Gibraltar allow water from the Atlantic to top up the Mediterranean. If they were to close, the entire Mediterranean would vanish, all 2.5 million square kilometres of it. It's happened before. 6 million years ago, the continents of Africa and Europe collided, closing the Straits of Gibraltar. Starved of water, the Mediterranean Sea began to evaporate. It took just 2,000 years to transform the Mediterranean Sea into a desert. The legacy of this vanished ocean is found half a kilometre underneath the island of Sicily. This is salt. When the water evaporated from the Mediterranean, this is what it left behind. Millions and millions of tons of it. They've been mining it for 50 years. But astonishingly, there's so much salt here, they could keep mining for 1 million years without running out. There's so much, they've even built their own chapel out of salt. 200 metres underground.
Communication. The strait is an important shipping route from the Mediterranean Sea to the Atlantic Ocean. There are ferries that operate between Spain and Morocco across the strait, as well as between Spain and Ceuta and Gibraltar to Tangier. In December 2003, Spain and Morocco agreed to explore the construction of an undersea rail tunnel to connect their rail systems across the strait. Inflow and outflow of water. There is a unique inflow and outflow of water as it directly links the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. This unique pattern is created due to global as well as regional evaporative forces tidal forces, and wind forces. There is also a flow of water with high density and salinity towards the Atlantic Ocean in the west, also known as the Mediterranean outflow. There is a flow of water with lower salinity and density towards the Mediterranean Sea in the east, also known as the Mediterranean inflow,